Hi guys. Well, I'm feeling better. A couple of band-aids on from, if you didn't watch the earlier video, I stabbed myself trying to undo a cable tie, and it hurt a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one of the videos I planned doing, which was about the surgery that my Reborn Caleb went through. He is the Maisie Kit by Marissa May, for those who don't know. I got him not quite a year ago before I really knew anything about Reborns. I just watched a couple of videos like, oh, that's cool, I want one. So I went to reborns.com and got one. He was about $225, $250 I think, with shipping, and he came, and I didn't realize he was quite so small. His head is probably about tennis ball size. Anyway, he was supposed to be 15 inches, according to Bountiful Baby. On his listing, he was 17 inches, and he was stuffed to the brim, which I didn't really pay much attention to until a couple days ago when I washed his hair. I had him on a towel on the table, and I noticed that, like, usually if you lay somebody down, they sort of contour to the table. He wasn't. He was like a board. He was like this. And so, luckily his neck, he has a couple of cable ties and a couple of strings, which, you know, with Bountiful Babies, you can get bodies out of the strings. And then for, I think, a little bit more, you can get with the cable ties. But luckily his head was on with just strings, so I was able to get his head off quite easily. And I unstuffed his body. I kept his head pretty much the same. I put new stuffing in it because his stuffing, it wasn't like the poly stuffing. It was sort of like when you reupholster furniture, that type of stuffing. So it was like the really thick, coarse stuff. I didn't keep any of that, but he was stuffed with sand and nylon. And this is approximately how much sand I took out of him. Of course, you know, sand, even if it isn't a nylon, it got everywhere, so this wasn't even all of the sand I took out because it got all over the table and stuff. So he's still stuffed with sand because I don't have any less beads on me. Today I got some from Bountiful Baby, but I'm not gonna. I got cable ties and it says what the cable tie with. My current injury, I am not taking his head off again just so I can slice off my other fingers. I have some pictures I put on Instagram, but I don't think I have very many people who follow me on Instagram. I'm going to pull him. He's in his bouncer. I'm going to pull him closer to me. So, in previous videos, my instant messenger is going on. I mean, he was stuffed. Like, I have him dressed. There he is. We cut his hair too. I mean, he said his artist said that he was micro-rooted, but see, you can see all the holes. I don't know if this camera's going to do it much justice, but see, I don't consider that micro-rooted, but I'm not going to re-root him. I'm not going to repaint him. I might sell him sometime. I might not, because now, like, when I hold him, he folds into me and snuggles more than he did, because he used to be stuffed to the brim, as you can see. Do not hold a real baby with one hand, but his clothes are a lot baggier now, so I took all that stuffing up, but since, there you can see sort of his hair, his body was stuffed to a brim, so all his clothes are currently really stretched out, so I might have to just rewash them all in cold water and hope that might shrink them. My mom cut his hair, like I said. This is a short sleeve onesie, but I have a long sleeve plain white onesie underneath it. That's another way you can keep your outfits without having to buy a whole new wardrobe every season. I mean, I know it's a lot of fun buying for them, but to get the plain white Gerber, Carter's, whatever onesies, and then putting the short sleeve onesies over them. And he has 3 long sleeve onesies I got in a pack. But yeah, so now he's more snuggly here. You can bend. I do have some work in progress pictures, like I said, which I'm gonna post in a minute. But I thought I would give you sort of a look at what he is now. And I also noticed too when I took his head off, it's getting a little shiny. New varnish him. That he did not have a neck ring or a head plug. I mean, I know that's not that big of a deal, but I mean, she's still reborn. I'm not going to say her name because she still is, so who knows, a year. Oops, the socks are coming off. Probably about 3/4 of a year later, she might be a lot better now. Ow. I don't know. But it's hard to turn his head because he doesn't have the neck ring. But I can turn his head, and his hair is it's just crazy. But see, he doesn't have much coloring to him. Has a little bit of mottling, not much. Doesn't have much color to him. He is cute though. I took him out to Target one time when I was brave, and the boy who was checking me out in line, he was probably 17, 18, thought he was real, but he was in his car seat and I had a blanket over him so I can only see his profile. And I took him to Carter's, and the people over there are so nosy. Needless to say, I walked out without buying anything, so yeah. Well, it's getting long, so I'm going to add some photos of his work in progress, but yeah, I mean, his body is still too long for him. Obviously, look how long he is for his little arms stuff. I mean, having his arms covered in long sleeves, it doesn't look that bad, and his legs covered completely, but his head is so tiny. Here's Burns Doll's head. Burns Doll does not have a name. See, here's her head. Here's his head. I don't know. Their heads are about the same. So this is I'm not sure how long this Burns Doll is. This is an older one. She's probably about 15 or so inches too. So I think she has more coloring in her face than he does. What do you think? Yeah, I took off her head. That's why I cut off my finger almost. So yeah, I'm gonna take her paint off and promise. I got my paints in today too. Joseph's heat set paints, which would be nice. I would love to repaint him, but I mean, with his hair, all those holes, I don't know if I can reroot him or close up those holes or anything. So might get another Maisie kit. I might not. Probably like, why? You already have a Maisie kit. But okay, I'm gonna go for now. I'm gonna show you some videos. If you're sensitive to headless babies, I would stop watching now, because there are a few pictures of him without his head, and there's one with his head in his lap. I put him in his Halloween sleeper, so it would look. Sorry, I'm looking Halloweenish, sort of like the headless horseman, but a headless baby. So if you're sensitive to that, I would stop watching now. Thanks. Bye.